Good day, folks. Welcome back. It's a beautiful day now after yesterday. Yesterday we had about 40-50 millimeters of rain and it poured. Poured to the point now where there's a little bit of snow that we did have. There's a few piles left around, but not much of great use now. We wouldn't be able to go snowmobiling or anything like that. The rivers are all raging right now and everything, so imagine all the gullies are open up again. Anyway, we're not going snowmobiling today. Got something to try. Jeanette and the kids gave me this little thing for Christmas. I've seen many people use them. I've never used one personally, but I think it'd be a great addition to the backpack for summer trips, trouting trips, salmon fishing trips, especially when you're somewhere where you want to boil a kettle and you're not allowed to have open fires and stuff like that. But this is a simple way to contain a little campfire if you want, if you're so desired, to boil the kettle. It's basically a little twig stove. The one that I have here is a titanium based one from Lixida, whatever. Just found it on Amazon, or they gave it to me for Christmas. It's one of my Christmas gifts. So I'm going to put it together today, do a little burn in with it. And also, I noticed last week that my fire starter supply has been dwindling to the point where I only got a very few left. So I'm going to make a few more fire starters with paraffin wax and some lighter fluid and stuff. And I've done this before, guys. You see this on a previous video on the channel. I did it years ago. Made up a bunch. And basically I had these cotton makeup pads from the dollar store, a bit of paraffin wax, and some charcoal barbecue fluid. Okay, now I've seen many people make fire starters with these with just Vaseline and whack them together, and they work fine, work great. I saw this method a couple years ago and I decided to try it myself, and I really, once I had a few made, I really liked it to the point where, okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna make a few for myself. So I ran out, so I'm gonna make up a few here today and just take you through that procedure while we're burning in the stove at the same time, just to get that stove together. All right, guys, so stay tuned and hopefully you stick along and see how this goes. Okay, it didn't take too long. I was a bit apprehensive about how this thing fits together, but it interlocks. One side hooks up and one other side hooks down, so it does interlock. And so yeah, once you have it together, it's pretty sturdy. And the way the top works, guys, is that if you want to cook something on this, is that it has a two-piece top here, and these cross over. And let's see, I think they just go down here in the corners of the stove. Get that correct there. Just two corners in first. Upside down maybe. I put it that way, then whatever fits will fit down inside. If I turn them over that way, then my can will sit right on top. Okay, so let's do it this way. Seems to me you can do it either way. So those fit down in there, like so. And now you have your base pan or your pot can sit on top. If you turn those over, like so, your base or your pan can fit down in there. So if you have something that's smaller that can fit in this opening, and want to get a bit more stability, you can fit in there and hold its place. So I'm going to be using this can today, so I'm going to do that. So that can sits down in there, and so on. So the recipe here, guys, is basically I'm going to half fill this can with paraffin wax. I'm going to melt the paraffin wax. Once the paraffin wax is melted, take it away from the fire, fill up the can with barbecue fluid, and then this will be my solution that I'll be dipping the cotton pads into, and then let them cool off, and then we can use them. And once we're done, we'll give you I'll do a test again to see how well these guys take a spark. Now I think I'm only got a few of these left here, so I won't get that many made today. So I'm gonna first thing I do is get a few twigs, splits, whatever I have here, and light up the fire and get the paraffin wax melted. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'm going to use a bit of birch trying to get this started today, guys. Get everything set up here. Got my paraffin wax in the container. Let's see what that amount gives us first. A few more pieces left there of that. A few more cotton swabs there. Put them back in there for a second. And twigs. So normally, guys, if you're out in the woods, you get twigs off some dry twigs off trees and stuff. I just use some splits that I have here in my shed just to get this going. Like I said, normally I would use this stove. I would take that in the backpack and take it up on the river with me. Or I could take my little butane item. But if you're into twig stoves, this is just another option for taking in the woods with you. It folds up flat, like I said, guys. It folds up flat in this package here. Easily fit in your backpack, and go from there. So let's get this started here today. Got some paraffin wax. That didn't take long at all, guys. The wax is just, I'll just keep adding a bit more fuel here, but the wax is melting quite quickly. I think I'll save that one for the wax there now, because I don't have that many pads here. But yeah, that's working out quite well. It's lots of heat there, I tell you that. And you can see paraffin wax is melting quite nicely. So once this gets fully melted, I'll take it off the fire. We'll add in some of the barbecue fluid and so on. Now, remember, guys, do not add barbecue fluid while it's on the flame like that. It's just a disaster waiting to happen. So yeah, just be when you do. If you're going to do this method, take your container away from the fire fully, And I'll do that in a second. Just stirring up my wax here. And that's about half a container, so that'll be great. Let that melt up now. And then we'll add the barbecue fluid. Now, like I said, I like this little stove, guys. I gotta say, there's lots of heat there. No time to boil a kettle on that's for sure. Maybe we'll have to do that later. We'll see. Right now, I want to get a few fire starters. And once I get the fire starters made, guys, I'm going to just show you how well they do light when you get them made. So that's just about done there now, guys. That is just about done. Guys, I'm going to take that off the fire and move it over here out of the way so that we can do the next step. Okay, folks, the wax did catch fire there for a second. I guess the flame got onto it. It was too hot there by the fire. But now, basically, I'm going to add some barbecue fluid to the mixture. And like I said, basically all I'm doing is just filling up the container. And like I said, take it away from the flame, guys, when you're doing this. Don't have it nowhere near the fire. Give this a stir. And then we're going to start making fire pads. And normally, guys, I would have this. I've done this in the garage where I've had tin fall out and everything else, but I'm just going to do it this way today. You basically put your pad in, let it soak up, and let it out to cool. And you do that until you run out of liquid. So you can just make up as many as you want here, guys. I'm going to make up whatever I have here now in these pads. Use what I have. And you can see the wax cooling there on the snow, on the ice, guys. Like so. Simple procedure, guys, once you got the mixture made up. Let that sit there for a bit, let it cool. And let's get some more pads out of here. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if there's enough for do all these, but we'll get a few. Like I said, guys, I've seen many people use these same pads with Vaseline and stuff, and it all works. I have no way, there's nothing against it. I just know that I've used this several times, tried and true, so I'm going to go back to using it again, make up a few more. And like I said, I noticed that I ran out when checking the backpack there last week, and didn't have any fire starters left. So we're making some new supply, and this will it'll last me for a while. These guys usually burn about, I'd say, 5 to 7 minutes. I can time that now when I test one now in a second. Basically, we're at the end of our liquid here now, guys. Alright, let them cool off. And I think that'll be the last one. There we go. Turn that over. Yeah, and this ice underneath doesn't help either. So there we go. So there's a quick and dirty way to make a few fire starters. Now let these cool off. These are they're not quite solidified yet. The wax will solidify eventually. So I never actually cooled them on ice before, so maybe this won't work. We shall see. They're sticky. Anyway, guys, I'll let these cool off and take the birch bark off them, and then we'll get back to you when they're done. Well, you can see the wax is cooling off for sure. You see that the twig stove burned down pretty quick, guys. So yeah, you can boil a kettle on it. Let's just see if it'll come back to life here. A few hot coals in the bottom there. Just see if we can get it liven back up again. Anyway, I like the little Twig Stove, guys. It's convenient for sure, easily transportable in your backpack, and like I said, all fits in this little case. Anyway, I moved the pads over now just to a piece of cardboard there, just to get them off the ice, and we're gonna let them cool. And when we come back, guys, we'll strike up one, see how it works out. All right, guys, it's been a little while now. These are all stiffened up and hardened up, so the wax actually protects the fibers in the pads from, makes them waterproof, so you can put them in your pack. I usually put them in a bag anyway within my pack, but gives that extra level of protection. But yeah, you basically got them like that. Now, I've seen other guys, and just a shout out to Canoe and Dog, guys. He's made these fire plugs. I've used these before too. They're great stuff, guys. And a similar procedure, I guess. He actually puts, I think, his colored wax in his, so you can see them more easily. But these work great too, guys. Canoe and Dog Explorers, check them out. And actually, this flint and steel or ferro rod and striker came from Canoe and Dog. I bought that from him at one of his shows down at the St. John's Market there. Oh God, must be more than a couple of years ago now. And so I have these here in my pocket, also in my kit, my backpack, whatever. But right now, I'm going to break open one of these. And this is how you do it, guys. You basically break it open, give it a little fluffy, make it fluffy, and see if it takes a spark. I know the ones I made before had no trouble making a spark, so let's see how this goes. There we go. Voila. Now, obviously, guys, the barbecue fluid is soaked into the cotton swab, makes it that much easier to light, no question about it. The wax gives us the waterproof feature. Now, like I said, guys, make these, put two together, bit of Vaseline, stick them together, put them in your backpack. That works great too. This is just the way that I prefer to do it. I know there's probably hundreds of other ways to make little fire starters out there. I know my buddy at Smoothin Outdoors, he has many ways to create fire. Go check him out, guys. Darrell at Smoothin Outdoors, especially my brother-in-law. So he does it a whole lot with fire stuff. And I'm not timing this right now, guys, but my past experience tells me that these burn about 5-10 minutes, or not 10 minutes, 5 minutes, or a little bit more than 5 minutes. So you can see how much flame you got there, and it'll definitely give you lots of time, give you lots of flame to get a fire going once you got your kindling and stuff arranged. So takes a spark quite easily, and I like them. Anyway, folks, that's basically all I wanted to show you in the video. These little fire starters that I created, and thanks for watching. So I'll get these put away now in a bag, put in my pack sack, and I got a resupply again. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and catch you on the next video. Oh yeah, I forgot, guys, the little Twig Stove, I like it. I'm impressed with how it fits together. I like the fact that I can turn this top over or put it recessed like this. Like I said, I put that can in there and it stops it from falling out. But if I turn it over, I can put a big frying pan on top of that. Now, frying pan will still fit over this, or kettle, but putting it this way, like, it gives you the option of putting a container inside the base and help just give it a bit more stability. But yeah, so the little LIXDA, I think that's the name. It's a titanium Twig Stove. Kids and the wife gave it to me for Christmas, so I wanted just to take it out today, give it a try. Fits all in this nice convenient sack, and I'll be putting it in my backpack along with my fire plugs, my fire starters, everything. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Put that in your backpack, guys, and off you go. Yeah.